Bonjour and bienvenue. Welcome. We are working here with words today in the French dialect. If you have not already done your vocal warm-up, you should do that before we start. You are going to need your nasal resonators in the back of your tongue to be ready to work out today. And do take care to work on indirect action ranges and a smooth flow. So beginning with the physicality, I said you would need your nasal resonators because in the French language they do a lot of nasal endings on their ends and in their R's. The soft palate, like in RP, is very open, but instead of being just open and flowing, the sound becomes nasalized. So we have an R sound there on the back of the throat. Okay, so the R sound is on a scale of from an approximate, so an in the back of the throat, made with the very back of the tongue and the uvula, or almost short fricative, so it'd be 3, and can go all the way to almost a trill, so it goes yes. The vocal center could be down in your chest, or it could be up in your sinuses. It does not matter. Just make sure that you are doing your nasal resonating on the sounds. Despite swallowing the R's, there is rhoticity or roundness of the lips that we use on oohs and ohs. So do practice that in your warm-ups as well. The action range is very indirect, and depending on the fluency of your English-speaking French person, you can do a more smooth flow, so that you can flow from open vowel to open vowel without ever stopping your speaking pattern very much. Or you can do a how you say very choppy French sound, depending on your character and action range inherent in the text. So try a flickering action range for the broken one, and a sort of smoother gliding or floating with the other one. So I want to take some of the mystery out of this dialect. Some short translations you can do is one is that the I sound, like kit or picnic or little, become E sounds. So picnic and little and kit. A sounds become E sounds. So like tap and plaid become tap and plaid. And the TH, I'm doing that right now, the V and sounds, voiced and then unvoiced, become S or Z, as shown here in my translation. So that 3 sounds like 3, and that. So there is another set of translations I have given you here. So that H, H is hardly ever pronounced in the French dialect, and you can choose to make it a glottal stop. Is ed, similar to what we would do in Cockney dialect, maybe, and that the p, t, and k sounds are not plosives. No, we do not put that little poof of air behind. No. Instead, what we do is make it b, d, g, almost. So that pit, gad. Do you see how pit and cat became bid and cat? The R sounds, as we said before, are moved to the very back of the throat, so that Mary and party are pronounced as such. The other thing that I have not noted here, but is important to consider when you are deciding on your type of dialect, is that sometimes the end of the word is going to be emphasized or stressed a little bit more than the beginning. And if you are saying French words in the English or the French dialect of English, they revert to the French pronunciation of the word. So a couple of things that we struggle with, the standard spelling and then the broad IPA transcription have been provided for you here. Living, rainbow, north. Notice how I do not get a ch in north, but I get an approximate. So it's a lighter sound. North, woman, eri. Swallowing the R sound can be really hard, and when I was taking French lessons, my French instructor said, c'est faire rocher, over and over and over again until you can do it, and so I tried. Another one for that is Marie and Marie met at a party. Voiced and unvoiced can be the three kids read their books. Sounds become Ellie do El Baidi into our house. Let me try that one again for you. Ellie do El Baidi into our house. So you see there that the indirect action range is very important for getting that smooth flow through to the end of the line. A mixture of sounds here is going to be the little pink cat prefer red plaid picnic for tables. And then if you need additional resources, the Dialects Archives through the Paul Meyer website, France number 12 is one that I really like. Goodbye and happy sounds.